When was the last time someone called you beautiful? Perhaps it's been years, or maybe you've never felt those words truly applied to you. But what if I told you that right now, at this moment in your life, you might be more attractive than you've ever been before? The mirror might show lines and gray hair, but it can't reflect the magnetic power of your wisdom, your genuine laugh, or the calm confidence you've earned through decades of living. Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're exploring something that rarely gets discussed: how attractiveness transforms and often deepens as we move into our 60s, 70s, and beyond. Society has a frustrating habit of equating beauty with youth. Magazine covers, advertisements, even casual conversations, they all seem to suggest that to be attractive is to be young. But that narrative isn't just limited, it's fundamentally wrong. What research actually shows is that human attraction is far more complex and nuanced than smooth skin or a slim waistline. In fact, many of the qualities that create genuine attraction develop only through decades of living, through experiencing joy and heartbreak, success and failure, through learning who we truly are. Think about people in your own life who've captivated you. Often it's not the conventionally pretty individuals who leave the deepest impression, is it? It's those with presence, with stories in their eyes, with the quiet confidence that comes from having weathered life's storms. The truth is, at this stage of life, you possess qualities that create a different kind of magnetism, one that's more authentic and often more powerful than the surface-level attractions of youth. Today's video isn't about anti-aging creams or dressing younger. It's about recognizing the unique attractive qualities you've developed through living a full life. Qualities that others see in you, even when you might miss them yourself. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore 12 specific signs that you are attractive, signs based on research in psychology, human behavior, and relationship studies. My hope is that by the end of this video, you'll recognize these qualities in yourself and embrace the unique attractiveness that comes with being exactly who you are, at exactly the age you are. So let's begin with the first sign that you're more attractive than you realize. The first sign that you're more attractive than you realize is that people regularly seek out your wisdom. Have you noticed that friends, family members, even acquaintances come to you for advice? Perhaps your children call when they're facing difficult decisions, or younger colleagues ask for your perspective. This isn't a coincidence or mere politeness, it's a clear sign of your attractiveness. Research in social psychology consistently shows that wisdom is one of the most admired human qualities. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Personality found that wisdom, defined as deep insight, balanced judgment, and the ability to navigate life's complexities, creates a powerful form of interpersonal attraction. Unlike the fleeting appeal of youthful looks, the attractiveness of wisdom deepens over time. Each decade you've lived, each challenge you've faced, has added layers to your understanding that others can sense and are drawn to. Think about the last time someone sought your counsel on an important matter. They weren't just looking for information they could Google, they were drawn to something uniquely valuable in your perspective. That magnetism is a form of attractiveness that actually increases with age, unlike many qualities our youth-obsessed culture celebrates. When people seek your wisdom, they're acknowledging something powerful and compelling about who you are. That, my friends, is true attractiveness in action. The second sign of your attractiveness is that your confidence has evolved into something quiet but unmistakable. There's a striking difference between the brash confidence of youth and the settled self-assurance that comes with decades of living. While younger people often feel the need to announce their capabilities or defend their choices, there's something remarkably attractive about someone who simply knows who they are, without needing to prove it to anyone. Psychological research confirms this. A longitudinal study from Stanford University found that self-confidence typically becomes more stable and authentic as we age. By our 60s and beyond, we've generally developed what researchers call quiet confidence, a calm self-assurance that doesn't seek validation but naturally draws others in. This quiet confidence manifests in subtle ways: the ease with which you make decisions without second-guessing yourself, the comfort you feel expressing an unpopular opinion, the ability to laugh at yourself without feeling diminished, the grace with which you acknowledge what you don't know. You might not even notice these qualities in yourself, but others certainly do. This form of confidence creates a gravitational pull. People feel centered, reassured, and valued in your presence. It's an attractiveness that doesn't fade with time. In fact, it becomes more refined and compelling with each passing year. The third sign of your attractiveness is that your compassion is evident to those around you. Compassion, true compassion, isn't simply feeling sorry for others. It's the depth of understanding that comes from having experienced life's full spectrum of emotions yourself. It's knowing what it means to struggle, to lose, to doubt, and using that knowledge to connect with others in meaningful ways. Research from the University of Michigan found that empathic ability actually increases with age for many adults. While younger people might feel strong emotions, older adults often develop what researchers call emotional intelligence, the capacity to understand complex feelings and respond with nuanced compassion. Your compassion shows in countless small moments: the thoughtful questions you ask, the way you listen without rushing to judgment, the comfort you offer without needing to fix everything, the wisdom to know when someone needs advice and when they simply need presence. This quality creates a powerful form of attraction. In a world that often feels increasingly disconnected, your ability to truly see others and respond with genuine care creates a magnetic pull. People naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel understood and valued. Your compassion isn't just a nice personality trait, it's a rare and precious form of beauty that becomes more valuable in a world that often prioritizes speed over understanding, judgment over acceptance. This is an attractiveness that deepens with every compassionate interaction, every moment of genuine connection. The fourth sign of your attractiveness is that you've developed a distinct personal style that authentically represents who you are. Unlike younger adults who often chase trends or dress to fit in, there's something remarkably attractive about someone who has cultivated a style that is uniquely their own. This isn't about designer labels or following fashion, it's about the confident expression of personal identity through your choices. Research from the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that while young adults often use style to signal group belonging, those in their 60s and beyond typically develop what researchers call aesthetic coherence, a consistent personal style that reflects their authentic self rather than external pressures. Your distinct style might show in your clothing choices, perhaps a signature color, a particular silhouette that suits you perfectly, or accessories that tell your story. But it extends beyond fashion. It's in how you've decorated your home, the books on your shelf, the music you enjoy, and even how you prepare a meal or tend your garden. What makes this attractive isn't trendiness, it's authenticity. It's the unmistakable sense that your external choices reflect your inner self. People are drawn to this congruence because it signals comfort in your own skin, a quality that becomes increasingly rare and increasingly valuable with age. The fifth sign that you're more attractive than you realize is that your conversations have genuine depth. In an era of soundbites, shallow social media exchanges, and small talk, there's something magnetically attractive about someone who can engage in meaningful conversation. This isn't about being intellectual or academic, it's about bringing substance, nuance, and authentic exchange to your interactions. Sociological studies from the University of Chicago have found that what researchers call conversational depth is among the top qualities people seek in relationships of all kinds. By your 60s and beyond, you've accumulated stories, perspectives, and insights that create natural conversational richness that younger people simply haven't had time to develop. Your conversational depth shows when you ask thoughtful questions rather than waiting to speak. It's evident when you share a personal story that perfectly illuminates a point. It's there when you connect ideas across different domains of life. It's present when you offer perspective without dominating the discussion. This quality attracts others because meaningful conversation is increasingly rare in our distracted world. Your ability to create moments of genuine connection through thoughtful exchange is a form of attractiveness that actually increases with your life experience and the wisdom you've gained. The sixth sign of your attractiveness is your comfort with silence, a rare and compelling quality in our noise-filled world. There's an unmistakable attractiveness to someone who doesn't feel compelled to fill every moment with words. This comfort with silence isn't about being withdrawn, it's about having the self-assurance to allow pauses, to create space for reflection, to simply be present without constant verbal output. Research in communication psychology shows that comfort with silence typically increases with age. A study from the University of Michigan found that by their 60s, many adults have developed what researchers call conversational confidence, the ability to navigate both speech and silence with equal ease. Your comfort with silence shows in many ways: the thoughtful pause before you respond to a complex question, the peaceful moments you share with loved ones without needing to speak, the way you listen fully without interrupting or planning your next words. the calm presence you bring to emotionally charged situations. This quality creates a particular kind of magnetic pull. In a culture obsessed with noise, constant communication, and immediate responses, your ability to be comfortably silent creates a sense of sanctuary for others. It signals a deep self-possession that others find not just attractive but often profoundly restful. Your comfort with silence isn't emptiness, it's fullness that doesn't need to announce itself. And in our noisy world, that quiet confidence is increasingly rare and increasingly attractive. The seventh sign that you're more attractive than you realize is that you show genuine interest in others. There's something undeniably magnetic about a person who is truly curious about other people. Not the surface-level curiosity of social networking or strategic connection, but the authentic desire to understand another person's experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Research in social psychology from Harvard University reveals that what they term conversational generosity, the ability to focus genuine attention on others rather than steering conversation toward yourself, is consistently rated as one of the most attractive interpersonal qualities across cultures and age groups. Your genuine interest shows when you ask thoughtful follow-up questions rather than waiting for your turn to speak. It's evident in how you remember details from previous conversations that others shared with you. It's there in your body language, how you lean in slightly, maintain comfortable eye contact, and offer your full presence. What makes this quality particularly attractive as we age is that it becomes more refined and authentic. Where younger people might feign interest for social advantage, your decades of human connection have taught you the true value of understanding others. You've learned that real connection comes not from being interesting but from being interested. This genuine curiosity creates an attractive force that draws people to you, often without them fully understanding why they feel so valued and seen in your presence. The eighth sign of your attractiveness is that your resilience is evident to those around you. By this stage of life, you've weathered storms that would have once seemed insurmountable. Perhaps you've faced health challenges, lost loved ones, navigated career upheavals, or reimagined your life after major transitions. Whatever your particular journey, your ability to adapt and continue finding meaning creates a compelling form of attractiveness. Psychological research from the University of Pennsylvania's Resilience Project has found that visible resilience, the ability to bend without breaking, is among the most universally admired human qualities. Their studies show that we are naturally drawn to those who demonstrate this capacity to navigate life's challenges with grace. Your resilience shows in subtle ways the wisdom in your eyes that comes only from having seen both joy and sorrow, the perspective you bring to new challenges, the way you can acknowledge difficulty without being defined by it, the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you've survived before and will again. Unlike the untested optimism of youth, your resilience carries the authentic weight of experience. This creates a particularly powerful form of attraction. People are drawn to your emotional strength, your perspective, and the implicit promise that challenges can be navigated with dignity intact. In a world that often avoids acknowledging life's difficulties, your evident resilience offers others both inspiration and comfort, a truly attractive quality that only deepens with time. The ninth sign that you're more attractive than you might recognize is that you maintain healthy boundaries. There's something remarkably attractive about someone who knows where they end and others begin, who can say yes when they mean yes, no when they mean no, and who can be generous without being depleted. This skill, maintaining clear, consistent boundaries, creates a magnetic quality that others respond to, often unconsciously. Research from the field of relationship psychology confirms this. Studies from the Gottman Institute show that clear boundary setting correlates strongly with what others perceive as personal magnetism and relational maturity. By your 60s and beyond, many people have refined this ability through decades of navigating complex relationships. Your healthy boundaries show when you decline commitments that would overwhelm you, not with guilt but with calm clarity. They're evident when you express preferences without apology. They shine through when you offer help without sacrificing your own well-being. They're clear when you can love others without needing to control them. This quality becomes particularly attractive with age because it signals something vital, that you value yourself appropriately. Unlike the people-pleasing tendencies many exhibit in younger years, your clear boundaries demonstrate a hard-won self-respect that creates safety and clarity for others. In a world where many relationships suffer from boundary confusion, your ability to be both kind and clear creates an attractive certainty that others find both reassuring and compelling. The 10th sign that you're more attractive than you realize is that your gratitude is deeply authentic. There's a profound difference between polite thankfulness and genuine gratitude. The former is a social nicety. The latter is a way of moving through the world that creates an unmistakable attractiveness. By this stage of life, many of us have developed a genuine appreciation that younger people who haven't yet experienced life's full spectrum simply cannot fully comprehend. Research from the University of California's Greater Good Science Center has found that authentic gratitude, not just saying thanks, but genuinely feeling and expressing appreciation, creates what researchers call social resonance. This quality makes others feel valued in your presence and creates natural attraction. Your authentic gratitude shows when you express specific appreciation rather than generic thanks. It's evident in how you acknowledge not just grand gestures but small kindness. It's there in your ability to find meaning in challenging circumstances. It reveals itself in your capacity to savor ordinary moments that many rush past. What makes this quality particularly attractive as we age is its hard-won authenticity. Your gratitude isn't naive optimism, it's appreciation tempered by knowing how quickly circumstances can change. This creates a particularly compelling form of attractiveness because it offers others a glimpse of how to find joy without denying life's complexities. The 11th sign of your attractiveness is that you've learned to embrace your uniqueness rather than hiding it. There's something magnetically attractive about someone who has stopped trying to fit into standardized ideas of how they should look, think, or live. This comfort with your own distinctiveness, your particular combination of interests, perspectives, physical features, and life choices creates an authenticity that others find compelling. Psychological research from Columbia University shows that what researchers call identity integration, the ability to embrace all aspects of oneself, including those that differ from social norms, typically increases with age. Their studies found that by their 60s and beyond, many adults have developed what one researcher poetically called the courage of their own particularity. Your embrace of uniqueness shows when you express uncommon opinions thoughtfully rather than echoing popular views. It's evident in how you've decorated your home to reflect your actual tastes rather than current trends. It's there in the hobbies you pursue because they bring you joy, not social status. It's clear in how you've stopped apologizing for your distinctive features or quirks. Unlike the conformity that often characterizes younger years, your comfort with your own uniqueness carries the weight of intentional choice. This creates a particularly powerful form of attraction. People are drawn to your authenticity in a world where genuine individuality is increasingly rare. Your uniqueness isn't just an accident of birth or circumstance, it's a conscious embrace of who you truly are. And that more than any attempt to conform creates genuine attractiveness. The 12th and final sign that you're more attractive than you might recognize is that your presence has a calming effect on others. In our hyper-stimulated, anxiety-provoking world, there's something profoundly attractive about someone who brings a sense of peace into any room they enter. This isn't about being passive or quiet, it's about carrying an emotional steadiness that helps others feel grounded and secure in your presence. Neuroscience research from Emory University has found that emotional regulation, the ability to remain centered amid stress, becomes more developed in many people as they age. Their studies show that the neural pathways supporting emotional stability often strengthen over decades, creating what researchers call emotional contagion, the capacity to positively influence the emotional state of those around you. Your calming presence shows when you respond thoughtfully rather than reactively to challenging situations. It's evident in how you listen without immediate judgment. It's there in your ability to acknowledge difficulties without catastrophizing. It reveals itself in how others naturally seek your company during their own times of turmoil. What makes this quality particularly attractive with age is that it isn't born from naivety. It comes from having weathered enough storms to know that most things pass, that perspective matters, and that emotional balance is worth preserving. Unlike the dramatic intensity that sometimes characterizes youth, your steadiness offers a particularly compelling form of attraction in our chaotic world. Your calming presence isn't weakness, it's emotional strength refined through experience. And in today's world, that quality creates a powerful magnetic attractiveness that only deepens with time. As we come to the end of our journey through these 12 signs of attractiveness, I hope you've recognized many of these qualities in yourself. Let's take a moment to revisit them. People seek your wisdom. Your confidence is quiet but evident. Your compassion shows. You've developed a distinct personal style. Your conversations have depth. You're comfortable with silence. You show genuine interest in others. Your resilience is evident. You maintain healthy boundaries. Your gratitude is authentic. You embrace your uniqueness. And your presence is calming. What's striking about these qualities is that none of them diminish with age, quite the opposite. While our culture often fixates on youth as the pinnacle of attractiveness, these 12 signs reveal a profound truth. There is a form of attractiveness that only deepens with time, experience, and self-knowledge. The beauty of this realization is that it liberates us from chasing an illusion. True attractiveness isn't about looking younger. It's about fully embodying who you've become through decades of living. It's about recognizing that the lines on your face tell a story worth knowing, that your perspective carries weight because of not despite your years. I encourage you to notice when these qualities show up in your daily life. Pay attention when someone seeks your advice, when your calm presence helps diffuse a tense situation, or when your authenticity inspires others. These moments aren't accidents. They're signs of your genuine attractiveness shining through. Remember, you don't need to be conventionally pretty or handsome to be deeply, genuinely attractive. You simply need to be authentically yourself, the self that has been refined and developed through decades of living, loving, losing, and learning. If you found value in today's video, I'd be grateful if you'd subscribe to our channel. We're dedicated to sharing content that celebrates the unique wisdom, beauty, and potential of life's second half. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these signs of attractiveness do you recognize in yourself? Or perhaps you've noticed other signs that weren't mentioned today, and please consider sharing this video with friends who might need this reminder. Sometimes we all need a gentle nudge to recognize the attractive qualities we carry but may not see in ourselves. Until next time, remember that your attractiveness isn't defined by how successfully you can appear younger. It's defined by how authentically you embody the person you've become. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.